Hello and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer updates. We start with Francisco Trincao, as it has been reported that the Barcelona winger is very close to joining Sporting Lisbon on a one-year loan. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this Barcelona legend, Carlos Rexach. According to Mundo Deportivo, the Barca legend of SLAMS Ousmane Dembele urges the club to follow Real Madrid's footsteps. We are going to be discussing on everything he has to say about Ousmane Dembele and FC Barcelona. We are going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona winger Francisco Trincao is very close to joining Palmeiras side Sporting Lisbon on a one-year loan with a €20 million buy option, according to Portuguese news outlet Mais Futebol. Having just returned to Barcelona following a long tenure with the Premier League side Wolves, the Blaugrana are now negotiating the youngster's departure with Sporting. And now that the team have settled on a price, the deal has gotten into a very advanced stage, especially after Jorge Mendes, his agent, held a meeting with Barcelona president Juan Laporta on Monday. Interestingly enough, now that Wolves decided not to exercise the option of continuing with Francisco Trincao, Barcelona will receive an agreed €6 million as part of the transfer. However, as reported earlier, Wolves are set to receive 20% of any fee that Barcelona will receive following a future sale. In that case, if Sporting agreed to make his deal permanent for €20 million, Wolves will get anywhere around €4 million for the player. In all fairness, the move makes absolute sense for everyone involved, as Trincao did not really enjoy the best times in England. In 28 Premier League outings, he managed a mere 2 goals and 1 assist in total of 1,340 minutes of football. There was initial optimism around his return, but Xavi is not really counting on his services for the next season. It was previously mentioned that Trincao's exit was initially put on hold since Barcelona wanted to get enough clarity on the futures of Rafinha and Ousmane Dembele, but now that the issue is more or less lucid, Trincao is no longer needed at Barcelona. For now, the 22-year-old is edging closer and closer to playing under his former manager Ruben Amorim. Since the duo has already played together at Braga, Trincao will hope to make a lasting impression this time around. For the longest time, we've been talking about Francisco Trincao being linked to Sporting, in his home country, Portugal. Since returning from his loan spell from Wolves, of course, there have always been a lot of talk about his future, which is not certain, which never even appeared to remain at Barca, because it was widely expected that Trincao will depart Barcelona, as Xavi is not really counting on him. So it is no surprise to see this report claiming that Sporting Lisbon are close to getting him. So it will be a one-year loan, and of course Barca will receive €6 million fee for that loan deal. Even though Trincao himself really wished he could return and play for Barcelona this season after his loan spell, which was rather disappointing at Wolves. But unfortunately, the forward department at Barcelona is very competitive. Barcelona are eyeing Rafinha in that wing role. Ousmane Dembele, from what we are getting, will likely sign a new contract for 2 years, but we don't know how true it is. So there will be no chance for Francisco Trincao in the squad, because the competition will be tight, and it is clear that Xavi will prioritize the other players in that role other than him. Just imagine that Rafinha comes to Barca, then worst of it all, Ousmane Dembele signs a new contract. Then definitely Xavi will be so satisfied with those two players, and Trincao will more or less have no playing time. So the best solution for him, which is very good for him, is to move out, and a loan deal is not a bad idea either. So let's see how it goes, but they are saying that Sporting are closing in acquiring him on loan. Then on to the next story of discussion. In a recent report from Mundo Deportivo, legendary Carlos Rejak has offered his thoughts on Ousmane Dembele, slamming the Barcelona board for appearing reluctant in letting go of the Frenchman despite his underwhelming spell at the club. Rejak, who had spent 44 years at Barcelona as a player and a manager, questioned Dembele's performances at Barcelona and the injury woes that plagued his spell at the Camp Nou. He said, after 5 years, after paying more than 100 million euros, looking at his performances, will you sign Dembele for Barca again? How many matches did he play? How many goals did he score? What matches did he solve? After that, you ask yourself, aren't we more than a club? That's a very good question from that legend, to be honest. During his career at Barca, Dembele has featured in 150 competitive appearances for the club, racking up a paltry total of 32 goals and 34 assists. He also missed close to 130 matches due to injuries. Rejak went on to cite Real Madrid as an ideal example, lauding their professionalism, even in the case of fan favorites such as Sergio Ramos and Cristiano Ronaldo. He said, in the Dembele case, I asked myself one thing: what would Madrid do? Sometimes, you know that a rival does things well. First with Cristiano, and then with Ramos. At the time, they were gods with the fan base, but the club stayed firm. For Ramos, the offer expired. Rejak's cutting attack on Barcelona's treatment of Ousmane Dembele comes in the midst of speculation suggesting a potential agreement between the two parties, but the Spaniard admits he is glad he is not the one having to make such decisions. He said, "That's why I'm glad not to be the one that would take a decision regarding a player that was not even half of what Ramos and Cristiano were at Madrid. Whatever Barca decides, I hope is the correct decision. A solid yes or no. It is too late to say depending on," he added. Honestly, what this legend have just said about Dembele makes a lot of sense to me. Honestly, Barca have been too soft. They've been too soft. We are more than a club. It's like we can't allow a player and his agent to just turn us around as if we don't know what we want ever. First of all, I'm happy for the fact that Laporta himself never went on to pay that amount that Dembele and his agent have been asking. Right now, what we are getting is Barca still contemplating and are likely to sign Ousmane Dembele again for 2 years, and that has not gone down too well with this Barca legend. Definitely, when you look at how our rivals like Real Madrid do their things, it's quite different, and they are very strict. They know that the club is way bigger than anybody. No matter your status, no matter you're a fan favorite, what needs to be done for the good of the club is done. That's why Florentino Perez have been there for a long time. They love him about that. But Barcelona, I don't know. It's as if sometimes they are begging some players to stay. I mean, if you don't want to play for Barca, you can go, leave the exit door there. It's not like we are begging you to play. That's not how things should be done. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so. Until next time, bye bye.